Good morning, grade 6. How are you doing today? Okay, guys, today we are looking at geometric patterns and we are going to investigate, extend, and draw a few extras. So if you look at number 1.1, you will see that in the first pattern, here in the first figure, figure number 1, that's figure number 2, and that is figure number 3. Okay, these are all figures. In the first pattern, in the first figure, I have 2 squares. In the next one, I had those 2 and they added another 2. So there I have 4. And in this pattern, we came from 3 and they added another 2. So now we have 6 squares. Now they ask you to extend the pattern. That means that you have to draw 2 more patterns. But now don't do it too big, otherwise it's not going to fit on the page and it's going to fill your whole book. So keep your squares small. Okay, so I'm just going to add another 2 over there. So I'm going to draw what I have. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then I will add more on that side. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There I've got 8. And in my next pattern, I'm going to add 2 more. And you can just draw these freehand. I don't mind. You don't need to use a ruler. But the main thing, keep it small and try to keep it neat. Okay, so over here I added 2 more blocks, so now we have 10. Okay, and now let me show you. This is what we're going to do. Do you see this table here at number 1.2? Now you are going to take the data that we have from this set and we are going to transfer it into the table. So we are going to record the number of squares in each of these above figures and we're going to place them in the table. So figure 1, how many squares? Number of squares, 2 squares. In figure 2, how many squares? 4. In figure number 3, I have 6. In figure number 4, I have 8 squares. In figure number 5, I have 10 squares. Now don't worry about these, we will get to them later. Okay, now number 1.1b. Over here in the first pattern, first figure, 1 block, 1 square. Now we have 1, 2, 3, this is pattern number 2, and we have 3 squares. In pattern number 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Now let's see what happened. I had 1, then they added 1 at the top and 1 on the right hand side. So I had 3, they added 1 at the top and 1 on the right hand side. So they kept on adding 2, or they keep on adding 2. So if I have to draw that, I will have 4 squares going up. So let me do 4 squares going up. And this is not rocket science. It doesn't have to be neat. It's not an art class. There we go. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares. And this one is pattern number 4. Now the next one, I'm going to have 5 squares going up. I'll go a bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to have 5 squares going off to the right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 squares in total. I'm going to transfer the data to I'm going to transfer the data to the table. So in pattern number 1, I have 1 square. In pattern number 2, I have 3 squares. In figure number 3, I have 5 squares. In figure number 4, I have 7. And in figure number 5, I have 9 squares. Okay, next pattern, I have 3. Now they added 3 more to the right hand side. And they added 3 more to the right hand side. So I just need to keep on doing this and I'm going to add 3 more. So we'll go there. So let me redraw this for you. I'll do that. And whoop, 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 like that. So let's see. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Let me do number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've got to have 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is pattern number 5. Now, 3 blocks plus 3, 6, plus 3, 9 blocks, plus 3 will give me 12. How many blocks over here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Okay, let me transfer the data into the table. So in pattern number 1, I have 3 blocks, 3 squares. Figure number 2, I have 6. In figure number 3, I have 9. In figure number 4, 12. And in figure number 5, I have 15. Okay, now they ask you, what will happen in pattern or figure number 7 and what will happen in figure number 10? Now you can always go on and you can keep on drawing the pattern bigger and bigger and bigger, but that's going to waste your time. You want to find a shortcut and you want to work out what the rule is. How did I get from the pattern number or the figure number to the number of squares? So this is what you do. You look at what they gave you and you see that in pattern number 2 I had 4 blocks. So how did I get from a 2 to a 4? Well, it's either plus 2 or it's times 2. Let's see what happened here. Now this one we can see it's plus 3 or it's times 2. Now we already had times 2 there, so that's starting to make sense. What happened from pattern number 4 to number 5? 4 times 2 gives me 8. 5 times 2 gives me 10. That means that's my rule that I'm going to use. So I'm going to say 7 times 2, and that gives me, yes, I'm listening, Tristan, 14. 10 times 2, that gives me, Giovanni, 20. That was too easy. Jude, come, help me. If I have pattern number 1001. Okay, now everybody's having a heart attack. If I have pattern or figure number 1001, what will my answer be? It's going to be 1001 times 2. 1000 times 2, 2000. 2002. I will have 2002 blocks in pattern number 1001. And that is why we use a table, and that's the reason why we find a rule. Because you cannot keep on drawing. I cannot go and draw. I don't think I'll have paper that's big enough to draw pattern number 1001. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now here, I moved from 2 to 3. What happened from there to there? And from 3 to 5? I have to find a rule that's going to be consistent. So, if I look at 3 and 5, I can see, well, it's either plus 2. Okay, it cannot be plus 2 because 4 plus 2 gives me 6. And 5 plus 2 gives me 7. So, I'm going to try 3 times 2 minus 1. Let's try that. Times 2 minus 1. 3 times 2, 6. Minus 1, 5. Okay, that works. 4 times 2, 8. Minus 1, 7. Okay, that works. 5 times 2, 10. Minus 1, 9. Now, because they all worked, I can go to pattern number 6 and say 6 times 2, 12. Minus 1, 11. 10 times 2, 20. Minus 1, 19. So now if I asked you what happened in pattern number 51, then you just say, well, 51 times 2 will give me 102, minus 1, 101. Do you understand that? I hope so. Let's do another one. Figure number 3. Okay, so we're looking at this pattern. We filled the table with all of the data, and now we are going to work it out. What happened from 2 to 6? How did I get from 2 to 6? It can either be plus 4. Now let's see, 3 plus 4. No, that doesn't work. That gives me 9. That won't give me 9. It gives me 7. So let's try another one. 2 times 3. Okay. 3 times 3. Yes. 4 times 3. Yes. 5 times 3. Yes. My rule times 3. So 8 times 3 will give me 24. 20 times 3, pattern number 20. 20 times 3 will give me 60 cubes or 60 squares. So if I said, what will happen in pattern number 1000? Easy. 1000 times 3, that will give me 3000. I will have 3000 squares in pattern number 1000. Okay, the last one that you need to do for the day, in number 2, they say draw the next 2D figure in each of the following and write the name of each figure under the figure and describe the diagram pattern in your own words. Okay, now, if you start here, you've got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you've got to think. Think of a shape with 8 sides. And what do you call a shape with 8 sides? An octagon, okay? But this one is an irregular. Irregular. Octagon. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sides. This one's a irregular heptagon. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. An irregular hexagon. 6 sides. These words are very important, the names. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Irregular and irregular pentagon. And now a new word, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one we call a tetragon. Okay, so you've got to go and draw these. They show you a pattern in the book and you have to complete the pattern and then you need to name it. Okay, guys, have a lovely day. Hope you're going to work hard. We don't have many lessons left for the term. Can you believe it? We are almost done. So as soon as we are done, we are going to do a little bit of revision and then I'm going to give you off for a week or so that you can just relax. Okay, guys, keep well. Speak to you again. Bye.